Well, hello and welcome to Urban Farm on the map The Valley. And today we're going to get our sunflower production going. So we get into the build mode. We're going to put in 2 open gardens or open greenhouses, and yeah, I think we'll put them at the top here next to the grapes. Just depends which way. I think I want to get them quite close to the fence, so it leaves us a bit of space to move around the front. A little bit of space in between so we can collect any of the product. Yeah, that's looking good. We'll just put in 2 for now, see how that goes, because I may well put sunflowers into a field. We'll be eventually buying some fields around here which we'll put crops into to mainly create products so that we can put into making pig feed, because pigs are where we're going to get our manure from eventually. Any event, right, so now we need to just go and get all the supplies that needed. I just had a quick test on the grapes and they need seed and solid fertilizer, which we'll have to put in as well to get them going. Everything will need water, so we'll sort that out as well. Let's get the seed going first. I think we'll get 8 bags of seed. 4 we'll put into the grapes and then 2 into each of the sunflower beds. 8, that'll do. Get the trusty front end loader or forklift or skid steer. Actually, I think it's classed as a skid steer, because that's when you buy it, it's under skid steers, which is probably why I missed it. I must address that issue. I tend to steer away from skid steers, but they are so useful. That's in FS22. I used to use skid steers tremendously to clear up animal waste in FS19. I don't know if you remember, in those days you have to keep the animal houses clean. Kind of a pity it went away, although I suppose it had become a bit of a chore, but there were ways of spending money and getting some very efficient equipment. Generally speaking, a broom or a skid steer or something along those lines is what was used. Them were days, as they say. Fabulous. Just when I think I'm got things taped, FS22 comes back and just reminds you that it's not all plain sailing. Not too bad though. Got it all on without too much of a hassle. To be honest, it generally boils down to being overconfident and concentrating less than you need to. Right, back down at the farm area. I can't remember why my forklift was parked at the restaurant. Oh yes, I do. I meant to mention that the last time. Originally the pallets from the top open garden were supposed to be delivered to, well, the best price was at the restaurant, but for some reason the restaurant wouldn't take them. I think I ended up taking them to the... Or where did I end up taking them? To the shop just above the farm, which is quite handy, but yeah, it's probably going to be something that's going to be corrected in the upcoming update. Ah, there we go again. Busy wondering about other things and FS22 just reminds me that it's not all easy. And of course, I had to try the most difficult way to try and remedy the situation, and then still end up doing what I should have done in the beginning. Just kind of dropped off that bag, come back and picked up the other one. I love being harsh on myself. Yeah. Oh, that was quite nifty. It's like an extension of my hand. Watch it come back to bite me again now. As soon as you get overconfident of something, it just teaches you a lesson. Isn't that just always the case? And isn't that just fantastic? Ah, there we go. Did pose me a few little problems, but not too many. Offload these here. Fantastic. Let's go and get some manure. Got to put some sides on. So I've hidden a toolbox in the fence. There's just a little bit of a telltale sign. You can see a little black, it's not that easy to see, but a little black line so that I know where it is. It happened by mistake and I thought, oh, that's cool. I'll just park next to the fence and put the sides on. As you can see, I didn't find it the first time round. Oh dear, trying to be too clever again. Right, let's get some manure going. So I'll put a load into each of the gardens, and then after that we'll need to go and get water. And once we've got the water, we can get the production started. Fantastic. Oh, doesn't want to make that turn. We'll have to do a little bit of a U-turn, a little bit of a dance. Done. Right, I've decided I'm a bit fed up with carting water in 2,000 litre loads, so I'm going to buy my trusty old water tanker, which takes 10,000 litres at a time. It's going to be a bit of a struggle with this little tractor. It's going to push it around a bit, but luckily we're on fairly flat land down here, so it's not too much of a problem. And once we get, I think I mentioned earlier on, I have a bit of a shopping list going, and the Hurleyman is on there, the electric Hurleyman. So yeah, once we get that, that's probably be a little bit better to pull this. But I think torque-wise and power-wise, it won't have a problem pulling it. It's more, the problem is more with the brakes. With this 10,000, when it's full of 10,000 litres of water, it kind of pushes the tractor on the brakes. Well, that's what was happening on one of the other series though. You might be surprised that this one has better brakes, but somehow I doubt it just doesn't have the mass. Not that the brakes are not good, it's just that the whole tractor does not have the mass to stop the pushing effect of the trailer. Let's see. Stop it. No, you see, there we go. It just keeps pushing it. It's not too bad though. Should just come in a bit slower, but I've been saying that to myself since I started using this trailer, and I still haven't perfected it every time, or remembered every time, should I say. Right, let's get the sunflower seeds mature. Let's get that operating. And there we go, sunflowers on the go. A little bit of colour in there as well. yeah, once we've got ourselves all set up with the greenhouses and such like that we want here in this little area, then we'll beautify it a bit and we'll put some extra trees up. Maybe think about putting some bees in as well. Put some flowers in for the bees. If you watch my Edgewater series, you will see what I did with planting some wildflowers for the bees there. Right, why can't I find the water? Where's the water? Why can't I find it? Oh man, I'm not on the trailer. This is the second time I've been caught out with that on camera. I've been caught out a lot more with it. It's changed over to... oh dear. Yeah. At least this is pretty much a warts and all episode. Right. So now I need to put some herbicide into the grape warehouse. Well, not warehouse, greenhouse. So we'll just go and utilize the water tanker for picking up herbicide for the operation. So 2,000 litres should get us going for the night, keep us going for the night. I think we'll also have to put in some solid fertilizer into the grape warehouse. It does use a lot of input, but then again it is pushing out a lot of product, so got to be fair, I suppose. This is also one of those triggers that is very small, difficult to find. Not difficult to find, just got to be careful in finding it. Right, need some money, so I'm going to do a couple of contracts, a couple of baling contracts. I did set up one, but I forgot to. I pressed it as if I had the equipment, but I didn't have any equipment to do it, so I've had to take on a second similar contract, and it's basically just to make hay so that I can get the equipment to be able to work the first contract I took out. So yeah, we're going to have 2 contracts on the go tomorrow. So in November is going to be taking up with a lot with just trying to get those 2 contracts done. In the meantime, we'll just drive off the nice big mower. Not often you get to use this mower in these contracts, so I'm quite pleased with that. I love it. And we'll get this up to the field, get it all set up and ready for tomorrow. And then we'll do the mowing a little bit in a sort of a montage tomorrow, and then we'll do all our normal work as well. Well, I think that's pretty much where we're going to end this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. And as we get closer, get this little dip, and just after that dip we turn left. And these contracts are teasing us. They're taking us past the old farm that we want to buy, which is our end goal. So every now and again we seem to find ourselves driving past this, just to remind us what our goal is. So the field 91, I think, is just on the other side. No, that's the wrong. I know you want to go in there eventually, but that's not the time now. It's just around the corner here, I think. Got to take it easy on this really, really bumpy track. I think it's just up here on the right hand side now. Well, as I said, that's where we're going to end this lot. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And cheerio.